True crime stories are all the rage right now, and a new Bravo show, Dirty John, may cover the wildest one yet.
That's right, and Eric Bana plays the title character, sweeping Connie Britton's Deborah off her feet, but her daughters are convinced that John is hiding something sinister as he creeps around their home.
Hey, what's in the safe, kiddo?
Are you gonna have time to pick up your tux today?
Sure. Hey, wait, what do we need a tux for?
For the cancer benefit?
Oh.
Good morning, Sunshine.
So you're spending the night now?
Uh-oh, that's not a good sign.
Not good. Eric Bana, good morning.
Thanks for having me.
So
Morning,
you're
Eric.
Dirty John. Could have
Clearly.
been called Creepy John, Scary John. I mean, this is like kind of the dating nightmare, right?
Yes.
A charming, good-looking guy turns out to be a total psycho.
Yeah, and it's a true story, and this really happened, and it's a couple that met online, and he presented as the charming, perfect person, and we quickly discovered that all is not as it seems, and he's a master manipulator and con man.
Where does this come from? It was a podcast, too?
Yeah, so it was a true crime, which was turned into a series of articles with the LA Times, and Chris Goffard, the investigative journalist, did a podcast to coincide with it, and it was hugely popular, and we adapted it into a mini-series, 8 episodes.
You started out in comedy, though, right? You have like a comedy background. And now you're playing like a sociopath. You have to switch back and forth between being totally charming.
They're pretty much the same thing. I mean, really. I mean, actually, when I was preparing for the role, it made me realise how similar the life of a sociopath who's always got a mask on is, like, so similar to what we do as actors. It was crazy. You know, I get to drop it at the end of the day, obviously,
Yes.
but yeah.
Hope you don't have any deep, dark secrets. You're also hiding like Dirty John. But but did you? I mean, you kind of had to make him charming, so it's like you had to be both a villain, but also find some warmth and goodness and appeal.
Yeah, well, you have to believe that Deborah has fallen in love with him and that he's fallen in love with her. Otherwise, the show's dead.
Is that real?
Episode. And that's
that love real?
I think
for a
early
sociopath?
on. I think early on, and I think even if it wasn't, I think they're capable of convincing themselves that it's real, and that was something really interesting about the research. So yeah, it's you just have to buy in, and of course I had the wonderful Connie Britton to play opposite.
She's so great.
So it just made that job so easy.
And we were not allowed to give away anything, of course, but like the end is shocking. It's like
well, let's worry about the
jaw-dropping.
beginning. Let's not get to the end.
I know. I'm just saying, but we were joking about it before. It's like she met this guy on online dating, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and we were all just saying, isn't it great?
But
that
for like women
we're
watching
married?
before they watch Dirty John, like what are the takeaways? What are the red flags? They meet a guy like your character, so charming. How would you ever know that he's as crazy as you are?
I think a red flag, seriously, is someone who has no friends or family present. Like, major red flag. So I think that's the first one. And a man who turns up for a first date in a pair of cargo shorts, perhaps.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
I know,
Good
you
thing I'm
love
happily
cargo
married.
shorts.
You're married. Would you use online dating these days?
You know what? I've been married 21 years. I'm starting to suspect something. But no, I would not. I would run a mile. I would go traditional. I don't think I could do the online.
I don't think I could either.
I know,
So
it's
I'm
a
very
whole new
lucky.
world. By the way, you just turned 50, and you during the shoot.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very
What
much.
does that feel like? I'm
birthday.
right behind you.
You know what? I think I celebrated 50 when I turned 40. Look, they got a koala birthday cake for me because I was away from home. No, it was no big deal. I didn't have a party or anything. We just took it easy.
50's so different now. I remember my dad turned 50 and as being a kid, and I was like, oh my gosh, my dad's 50, it's so old. And now here we are. I'm right behind you.
I know. Thinking back to, when my dad was 50, I thought that was so old as well, but not now.
No, exactly. Now that we're all pushing 50, we're like, that's so young. What do you do for the holidays? Back home in Australia?
Yeah, back home, and Christmas down under, and nice hot summer.
Yeah.
Right.
So looking forward to it.
Well deserved. Dirty John's great. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Send our
Thank
best
you
to
so
Connie,
much.
too. It's produced by our sister company, Universal Cable Productions. And you can watch that premiere on Sunday, November 25th on Bravo. Eric, thanks so much.